This is Indiana's worst drought in 25 years, putting farmers and other residents in a very tough spot. 9 News reporter Bryce Onslinger is here now to begin our team coverage tonight. Bryce?
Well, Carol, right now Indiana farmers are on pace to produce 20% less crops than what they would produce during a typical year. And that number could go up if the drought continues. That means prices for things like cereal and other foods could go up here in the tri-state.
If we get a rain, we might get a half a crop, but it still won't pay the bills.
Marshall Alford has been farming all of his life. He says it takes 5 good years to make up for 1 bad year like this one.
The early stuff is almost beyond hope.
So far this year, his tractors and other equipment have seen little use on his Dearborn County farm. His crops not expected to bring nearly the harvest he's seen over the years.
I farmed all my life, and when you have a bad year, you make sure you don't buy nothing that you don't really need, and go from there and hope next year is better.
Agriculture experts say this year's drought is the worst Indiana farmers have dealt with since 1988. Things are so bad to the north, Indianapolis has issued a mandatory watering ban. Tickets have been issued for people not complying with the rule. That step has not been taken in southeast Indiana, at least not yet. Mike Hornbach is the Purdue University Extension Director for Dearborn County. He says lower amounts of precipitation in the winter played a role in this summer's drought, but a lack of consistent rain is the big problem.
Most of the rains that we have are real spotty. You can drive around the county and state, and you may see a few fields that are fairly decent just because they had some timely rains, and some as close as maybe a half a mile away just look completely awful.
Alford is part of the 75% of Indiana farmers who have some level of crop insurance. It helps, but doesn't cover all of the loss of a drought year. He's hopeful the rains will eventually come and some of his crop can be saved. Now, as far as your lawn goes, if you water it about once every other week, you'll keep the grass alive. It won't be green, but you shouldn't have to reseed it next year. Clyde?
All right, Bryce, thanks.